Hello everyone, and welcome to this UWS presentation, which we're going over our Air campus. So we're going to give you a virtual campus tour, looking at some of the facilities which are available at our UWS Air campus. So I'm Adam Stockley, I'm Student Recruitment Coordinator here at the University of the West of Scotland. And my colleague Lisa, as you can see in the video there, she is there to answer any questions that you may have. So I'll be showing you how to use the Q&A function in the next slide, so you can ask any questions in the background whilst we're doing the presentation. Also, Lisa's there just in case there's any technical problems. So if I drop out or my internet drops, Lisa can take over, no problem as well. Okay, so if you do want to ask any questions, you can use the Q&A function, which is at the bottom of the screen there, so in the red circle. And when you click that, the window will appear. And you can send a question anonymously if you want to. So basically it doesn't display your name when asking the question. After that, the questions are listed with the answers as well. And also your questions which you've asked are on the other tab there as well. But we are answering questions at the end as well. So if you do want to leave it to the end, we can answer them live at the end of the presentation. So before I kick off the virtual campus tour, I'm going to give you 5 facts about our Air campus and also about Ayrshire as well. So you might have seen the videos on our social media platforms, but I'm just going to give you a bit of a reminder, and those who haven't seen it, hopefully you'll learn some facts you didn't know about our Air campus and Ayrshire as well. So number 1, it is home to the UWS radio station. There is a direct rail service from Ayr to Glasgow, which is just over an hour. The beautiful town centre and Ayr Beach are only 10 minutes away. So you can see the picture there. You'll get some fantastic views on the sunset there. I went to Ayr town and Ayr Beach on a lovely summer day. So it's really ideal to go when it's nice and sunny to the beach. The River Ayr runs alongside the campus. And finally, the accommodation is only a 3-minute walk away from the campus. So you can literally roll out of bed and go to your lectures as well. So 5 facts about Ayrshire. So Prestwick Airport is the only part of Britain which was ever visited by Elvis Presley. Number 2 is birthplace of the famous Scottish poet, Robert Burns. I'm sure you've heard of him. Number 3, Ayr Racecourse dates back to the 16th century. Number 4, it is birthplace of the famous Scottish civil engineer and road builder, John McAdam. And number 5, Culzean Castle has starred in many films, including The Queen and The Wicker Man. So there's some interesting facts just to start you off. So now I'm just going to share my screen to the 360-degree imagery we have available on our website. So we're going to start at the main entrance. So as you obviously enter the UWS Air campus building. I'm going to give you an interesting fact about, another interesting fact about the Air campus. It was opened in 2011. It's an £81 million investment. So it's very up-to-date, very modern facilities available. So right now, we're at the main entrance. So usually Norma and Jill are at the reception desk. So they're there to provide any information, obviously give a warm welcome as well. And next, if you go up to the stairs on the left-hand side there, you will go to our atrium bridge, and it gives you a lovely 360 view of the whole building. So you can see on this side, there's loads of seating available. So it's really good to socialize, grab a bite to eat. If you look above, there's loads of natural light, which comes into the building, which is fantastic. On this side, you got the canteen, which offers many meals throughout the day. We also have a new app called Round, so you can actually pre-order your food, prepay for it, pick it up. So if you're in a hurry in between lectures, you can pick up your food there. And when we go through here, you'll go to probably the most important place and probably where you'll be spending a lot of your time is the library. So it's an award-winning multi-floor library with thousands of physical books available, but also there is fantastic facilities, so such as the self-service kiosks. So this is where you can issue and return books. You can actually reserve books online. So if there's a book you particularly need for an assignment, you can reserve it online and pick it up in the library. There's student computers which are connected to the UWS network, and also to our digital collection. So things like online books, online journals, which you'll need for assignments. As long as you've got, you're connected to the UWS network and have your username and password, you can access thousands of online journals and books available for your assignments and reports as well. There's laptop and device charging points. So if you're spending a long time in the library, it's obviously good to have everything fully charged. Multi-purpose devices for printing, for photocopying and scanning. Also, there's laptop borrowing. So if you do forget your laptop from home, you can actually borrow one from the library as well. And all students have free Wi-Fi access within the building, but also to Eduroam as well. So Eduroam is a big wireless infrastructure. So if you go to another UK university, you can actually use the Eduroam Wi-Fi and gain free Wi-Fi wherever you are. So if you're visiting someone at another university, you can still gain that free Wi-Fi. We have excellent study facilities as well, which include group studies, quiet studies, silent studies, also bookable group study rooms. So you can actually book these prior online and then come to the library and have that room for the duration for how long you need it for anyway. Also located near the library is the hub. So the hub is where you'll find information. You can attend one-on-one sessions, book one-on-one sessions as well. So this is for things like money advice, counselling, disability. There's a multi-faith chaplaincy available as well. There's academic skills advice and also careers and development. So we want to make sure that you're supported all the way throughout your UWS student journey. So if you've got any problems at all, the counselling is available, any money problems and money advice is available. The academic skills team are there to help you with referencing, with your organisation, with your time management skills. Also, careers and development are really, really important team to utilise. They help with your CV. They utilize mock interviews to make sure you're confident when you're going for an interview after you graduate. They can help you find work placements and work experience. So after you graduate, you can say, I've not just got a fantastic degree from UWS, I've also got work experience as well. So next, we're going to go to the gym facilities. Unfortunately, we don't have a 360-degree image, but I will show you the web page which is available. You can see there, you know, standard gym's got all the apparatus you need to start a healthy lifestyle. So cardio, fixed resistance, functional ones as well. And the best thing about the gym is that it's free to use for all UWS students. So you can obviously go whenever you want and not have to pay anything for the cost. Also, I'm going to go to the Team UWS page. So this is where you can get involved in the sports clubs which are available at UWS. So there's over 20 sports to join. So there's things like football, volleyball, equestrian, fencing. So there's loads to get involved in. You can compete competitively against other universities in Scotland and throughout the UK as well. And the Wednesday afternoon at UWS is a free afternoon, so you can do these recreational sports, try something new. There's always taster sessions going on throughout the couple of weeks when the term begins, so you can have a try and see which one you prefer and then join that team afterwards as well. If you do go onto the Team UWS page, you can find all the teams which have Facebook groups, and you can obviously ask any questions about that team as well. But it's fantastic to get involved in, meet new people. You can join the committee, gain skills from that. But it's just a fantastic, and it's a fantastic thing to do, and I really do recommend it. So next, I'm going to go to tell you about the Students' Union. So the Students' Union is run by students for students to make sure that you're supported and your student experience is the best it can be at UWS. So the Students' Union run 48 societies so far at UWS. So there's academic societies, there's more fun societies like the dramatic arts, art societies, there's advocacy societies that you can join. But the best thing about it is that if you don't find one you enjoy, you can start your own UWS society, which is fantastic. So do look on the website for any more details on that, and have a good look through what is available for the societies. And to the Students' Union, run all the events which happen throughout the year. So Freshers Week, which is a big week where you're doing loads of different activities, meeting a lot of new people, and also all the events throughout the year as well, such as karaoke, quizzes, parties, and all that good stuff is all run by our Students' Union. And if you just want to chill out, grab a bite to eat, grab a drink, you can just chill out in the Students' Union as well. So next, I'm going to the lower atrium cafe. So this is just a nice little seating area, which is separate from the main atrium there. So as you can see, it's got a really big seating area, and there's been an art exhibit when this was shot. So there'll be loads of different kind of exhibits in this room throughout the year, which is pretty nice. Also, you've got the catering cart over there if you're feeling a bit peckish. And what is nice is that when you exit from here, you can follow the River Aire to the town centre, which is only about 10 minutes away. So next, I'm going to go to one of our many classrooms, and you've got the whiteboards there, and you've got a lot of natural light. It's surrounded by the woodlands, and what we want to do, we want to encourage collaborative and active learning. So you can see the tables are easily separable, and you can make groups really, really easily in the classroom. And these are like I said, one of the many classrooms which are available at the Aire campus. So next, we're going to go to the lecture theatre. So this is obviously for the bigger classes. You've got two big whiteboards over there. You've got the lecturer podium down there. So the lecturer will either be shouting really loudly, or they can use the microphone as well. And you can see there's lots of seating available. So this is one of two lecture theatres available at the Aire campus. So next, we're going to go through some specialist facilities that we have at the Aire campus. So first is the teaching gymnasium. So our sports coaching and development degree is exclusive to the Aire campus and one of a kind in Scotland. So you'll be using this a lot, especially for the sports coaching side, but the degree is to give you the skills and knowledge of sports coaching and sports development and getting into those related industries. So next, we're going to go to the TV production studio. So I'll do a twirl around and go through all the specialist equipment we have available here. So you obviously got the cameras which are available, the lighting, you've got an auto cue over here. You've got the sound, so there's the boom mic over there. And then you've got a green screen in the background so students can put images and videos in the background, and obviously someone is presenting there, kind of like a news desk as well. So it's really replicating what it is like being in a broadcast studio, and that's what we want students to have, is an on-hands experience with all this equipment will be used in an actual TV production studio. And next is the control room. So this is where all the magic happens for the editing, the sound, making sure that the person on the other side knows what they're saying, or if there's any technical problems. And if I do another 360 spin, you can see over here, there's a smaller room over there with a green screen, all the other equipment there as well. So there's so much hands-on experience you'll get with this specialist equipment to make sure that you're an expert and getting that hands-on experience before you graduate. Next, we're going to go to the music studio live room. So you've got a guy there jamming out on the guitar. We've got a person there with the laptop, making sure the sound levels are all a-okay. Go across, you've got instruments, you've got all the specialist equipment, you've got the production, the control room from there, which we'll be going through next. And this is fantastic, obviously, if you want to do any of our music-related degrees at UWS. And similar to the TV control room, there is the music control room. And there's a lot of buttons there, which I would not know what to press, but obviously that's what you'll be learning on the course. And this is where you can obviously edit the music and make sure you can augment the sound, make sure it sounds its best when you're putting it out for production. So I'll do another 360 spins. So there, you've got a huge TV, a lot of seating area. There's a lot of collaborative working whilst you're in the control room. And yeah, like I said, it's really mimicking the authentic experience you would get if you're in an actual music live studio. Next is our performance studio, and I'll do another lovely 360 spin because this is a huge space for doing performances. It's got the curtains there, so you can actually divide the room if there's multiple rehearsals happening at once. There's retractable seating, so you can put that in and out, depending, obviously, there's a performance. You can put a few seats at the front there. You've got a piano for any musical numbers, and you've got things like lighting, the projector for all the effects and things like that. And as someone who studied drama at A-level and was part of the Drama Society at university, this is a fantastic space really to use performances, utilize for rehearsals. And it's actually so fantastic, this space, is that external companies actually hire this space from us because it is a fantastic space for performances and rehearsals. So this is the end of our specialist equipment that we have in the 360 degree, but we do have fantastic computing labs and nursing labs as well. So next, I'm going to go to have a little look at the accommodation available at the Air Campus. So this is an example of a room which is available. So obviously you'll get a bed, which is which is ideal. You've got your chairs, you've got the desk, you've got a pinboard there where you can put up pictures, your to-do list, calendar, etc. You've got wardrobes and chest of drawers there, and you've also got your shower facility. So this is an ensuite room, so it means that your shower facilities is separate, well, it's in the room, so you don't have to share it with other students, but you will be sharing facilities such as a kitchen. But that's a really good way to meet people, and obviously you can cook with people as well. And a lot of my closest friends I met through student accommodation, so it's really ideal if you're thinking of moving out to come to a first year student accommodation. Next, we've got the Student Residence Lounge. So this is open 24/7. It's just a big chill out area where you can socialize. You've got a pool table, you've got the vending machines, you've got two massive screens, so you can whack on a movie for a movie night, or you can get a games console on there as well. But it's really just there to make sure you're socializing with people, not just in your flat, but also people within the building as well. Also, you have student residence officers who are basically there to put events throughout the year. So similar to the students' union, but within the students' residence itself. So making sure that you always have stuff to do throughout the year whilst you're staying in the students' residence. Okay, and finally, we have the highest point in the UWS Air Campus, obviously except the roof. You can't access that, unfortunately, but we have a lovely view of what we've looked at already. So the canteen, the big socializing area, and also as our lecture theatre #2 is on there as well. So I hope you agree that the UWS Air Campus is up to date, it's modern, it's got the fantastic facilities for your degree, and it's a fantastic higher education journey, which hopefully you'll come to in September or beyond as well. And what I'm going to do is just go back to the presentation and just thank you all for listening. And if you have any questions which Lisa hasn't already answered, you can ask them now.